where the news...
I'm Steve McMurray in for Gary this week. Meteorologist Hannah Evans is back, joins us now to help you plan your day. Her forecasts are more than 10 minutes away, and Hannah, the key words, heat and humidity today.
Yes, it is going to be very high. I was just in Florida, so I feel like I came back here and it's the exact same
You
weather.
brought it with you.
Yeah, I brought it with
me. So if anybody has any
me.
issues today with the heat, Hannah Evans, H. Evans at WKTV.com.
I'd rather it be hot than snowing.
Okay, well, especially in July.
Yeah. So, yeah, we are under a heat advisory today. So here is a look at the map. It is in effect for areas of lower elevation. So that includes Oneida, Madison County, and the southern part of Herkimer County. This goes into effect from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. this evening. We are looking at heat index values between 95 and 100 degrees, so it is going to feel very hot outside today. Our high temperature is going to reach the lower 90s, and once again, feeling very humid, almost tropical. So make sure you decrease your time outside and stay hydrated. But we will remain dry. This is the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. We're not really expecting any rain today. We did see a few showers overnight last night, but today we will see sunshine. It is going to be very hot, very humid, and just a little breeze coming out of the southwest. So little relief here today. And I will be talking a little bit more about this heat advisory coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. Well, if you've opened your front door...
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. It is going to be very hot and humid today with high temperatures reaching the low 90s. So let's take a look now at our Cavi tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We are going to remain dry today with sunshine, but once again, very hot and humid. So definitely limit the time that you spend outside and definitely turn on your air conditioner. Here is the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. We are tracking dry conditions after a few showers did move through overnight. We do look to remain mostly dry today. An isolated shower is definitely possible overnight tonight, and we are going to be seeing some showers and storms for tomorrow. But today remains dry. It is just going to be very hot and very humid. Because of this, the National Weather Service has put out a heat advisory in effect from 11 a.m. this morning until 8 p.m. this evening, because heat index values are going to be between 95 and 100 degrees. That is what is going to feel like outside this afternoon. These are in effect for Oneida, southern Herkimer, and Madison County, so areas of lower elevation. As of right now, we are very warm to start this morning, and we are humid right now. Our temperatures are in the upper 60s and low 70s. We have 71 degrees in Utica and 68 degrees in Dowdesville and Little Falls. Looking to the south, we have 66 degrees in Hamilton and in Norwich this morning. But once again, we will reach the low 90s for the high temperature today, with heat index values being even higher. So this is at 4:30 p.m. We were looking at feels like temperatures at 96 degrees in Utica, 95 degrees in Herkimer, even 85 degrees in Inlet. Heading even into the evening hours, this is 7:30, still feeling like 90 degrees in Herkimer, 92 degrees in Utica, 80 degrees in Cooperstown, and it is still going to be warm overnight with overnight lows only in the 70s. So it is going to feel very tropical today and tomorrow in terms of humidity, with dew point values in the low 70s. A little bit of relief on Friday, but still hot due to the air temperature, and same thing goes for Saturday. So as for today, partly cloudy skies are expected with high temperatures reaching the low 90s, heat index values being even higher. So make sure you are staying hydrated and don't stay outside for too long. A cold front moves through tomorrow, bringing some showers, possibly a few storms in the morning and into the evening hours. But otherwise, we are going to be seeing sunshine throughout the day and in between these showers and storms. Highs still going to be in the mid-80s. Heading into Friday, it is going to be hot again on Friday with some sunshine, possibly a few showers down south, but high temperatures are going to be in the mid-80s once again. So for today, expect heat and humidity, sunshine, and just a slight breeze coming out of the southwest. Tonight, a few showers and storms can be expected overnight with a low just falling into the 70s. So little relief comes from the rest of the weekend into the weekend. We finally drop in temperature heading into early next week, which is Monday. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks a lot, Hannah. The battle is on between...
Welcome back. We are going to be very humid today, feeling kind of tropical today and tomorrow with dew point values in the upper 60s and near 70. We drop a little bit for Friday and Saturday, but still feeling a little bit muggy, and we get humid again on Sunday. Our relief from the heat and humidity doesn't come until Monday. Temperatures today are going to be in the low 90s for the high, and even for the end of the week into the weekend, we will remain in the mid to upper 80s. Once again, our high temperature of the upper 70s, which is a lot lower than the upper 80s, doesn't come in until Monday. So if you did want to walk your dog or take any pets outside today, I would definitely not recommend it because it is going to be very hot. 90 degrees for the high temperature, which makes the concrete and the pavement kind of feel like 100, over 100, 135 for asphalt, 120 for concrete. And that is when paws can burn in about 5 minutes. So definitely skip the walk today with your pets. It is going to be very hot, especially this afternoon. Maybe do it this morning and then later on this evening into tonight. I'll have a look at the commute forecast coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Hannah, good advice. It's one of the busiest travel Gary Liberatore this week. Meteorologist Hannah Evans is back and joins us now to help you plan your day. And Hannah, you just mentioned the key 2 words today, heat and humidity.
Yes, it is going to be very hot and humid. Our high temperatures are going to be in the low 90s, and the heat index values are going to be in the mid to upper 90s. So definitely stay hydrated today. It's kind of going to be like Florida weather.
Well, you know, and that's the thing with it being this hot. Like, some folks love the heat, but this can be dangerous.
Yes,
right?
This can be dangerous. So definitely decrease the amount of time you are outside and stay hydrated because we don't want any health concerns happening today.
Exactly, exactly.
So let's take a look now at the map of where the heat advisory is in effect. We are looking at areas of lower elevations. We have Oneida County, Madison County, and southern Herkimer County. This goes into effect at 11 a.m. and lasts until 8 p.m. due to heat index values being close to 100 degrees in the mid to upper 90s. Our high temperature today is going to reach the low 90s later on this afternoon, so it is going to be very hot. And once again, dew point values in the upper 60s and low 70s, so that is a very high in terms of humidity. Here's a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We will remain dry today. A few isolated showers are possible later on tonight into early tomorrow morning. But as for today, we are tracking sunshine, just a light breeze coming out of the southwest, and high temperatures in the low 90s, so it is going to feel very hot outside, and I will be talking a little bit more about this coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. The grass is over.
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are tracking a hot and humid day for today with high temperatures reaching the low 90s this afternoon. So let's take a look now at our Cavie Tower camera. We are seeing partly cloudy skies this morning. Also, a little bit of fog is starting to lift from the valleys, but as of right now, our temperatures are in the 70s, and we will continue to see dry conditions and sunshine for today. So here's a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Once again, tracking dry conditions. A few isolated showers are possible tonight and overnight into early tomorrow morning, but otherwise we are going to see sunshine today. It is going to be very, very hot and humid with little relief from wind speeds. We are only going to be seeing just a light breeze out of the southwest with high temperatures reaching the low 90s. Because of this, the National Weather Service has put in a heat advisory. This goes into effect from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. into areas of lower elevations. So that includes Oneida, Madison, and southern Herkimer County. We are expecting heat index values to be between 95 and 100 degrees. So it is going to feel very, very hot outside today with that humidity and that high temperature. As of right now, we already are warm and muggy to start this morning. Our temperature are in the upper 60s and low 70s. We have 67 degrees in Dowdesville and Little Falls and 70 degrees in Utica. Looking to the south, we have 66 degrees in Hamilton, in Sherburne, and in Norwich this morning. But our high temperature today is going to reach the low 90s. And here's a look at some of the heat index values. This is at 5 p.m. It's still going to feel like 95 degrees in Utica, even 85 degrees in Inlet, 94 degrees in Herkimer. So So looks like most of the heat is going to be in the Mohawk Valley this afternoon. So definitely make sure you are decreasing the amount of time you spent outside and staying hydrated. Our dew point values are going to be in the upper 60s and low 70s. That is very high in terms of humidity. It will feel tropical today and tomorrow, getting a little bit better for Friday and Saturday, but still feeling a bit humid outside. This afternoon, once again, high temperatures reaching the low 90s with partly cloudy skies and those dew point values in the upper 60s, very hot and humid today. Tonight, our low temperature will only fall into the 70s. A few isolated showers are possible overnight into early tomorrow morning, possibly an isolated thunderstorm as well. But we will get hot and humid once again tomorrow. Highs are going to be in the mid 80s, and we could be seeing a round of thunderstorms moving through tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Heading into Friday, it still is going to be hot and a little bit muggy. High temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 80s with sunshine. As for today, though, we will be seeing partly cloudy skies, just a slight breeze out of the southwest. High temperatures reaching the low 90s with high humidity. Tonight, a few isolated showers are possible overnight, but we remain warm and muggy with a low just in the lower 70s. So tomorrow, we will see a cold front move through. That brings a couple showers around a thunderstorm in the afternoon, but still really doesn't break the heat. We will continue to see high temperatures in the 80s up through Sunday. That is when our next cold front moves through, and that breaks the heat for Monday. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. New data.
Welcome back. It is going to be very hot over the next few days and into the weekend, so definitely recommend having the air conditioner on high. Our next chance for those temperatures to drop doesn't look to be until Monday. That is when our temperatures will drop into the 70s, but today and over the weekend, we will be in the 90s and in the 80s. So honestly, the good place to be today over the weekend will be in the water somewhere. So 92 degrees for the high temperature today, very hot and humid with sunshine, and a UV index level of 7. So make sure you're wearing sunscreen outside and definitely staying hydrated and limiting your time outside because it is going to be very hot and humid. Over the weekend, high temperatures still remain in the mid to upper 80s. On Saturday, we will be seeing sunshine, and on Sunday, a cold front will move through. That will bring our next chance for some showers and a few thunderstorms, and that will break the heat for Monday. I'll have a look at the commute forecast coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks, Hannah. As inflation in McMurray in for Gary this week, meteorologist Hannah Evans is back. Joins us now to help your day. And heat and humidity is the key today, and it wreaks havoc on my hair when the humidity's like this.
Yes, it's going to be very hot and humid today. So high temperatures are going to be in the low 90s, but it's going to feel like the mid to upper 90s. So definitely stay hydrated and decrease the time outside today.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's take a look now at the heat advisory that's in effect. It is in effect for Oneida, Southern Herkimer, and Madison counties and areas of lower elevation from 11 a.m. this morning until 8 p.m. this evening due to heat index values being between in the mid to upper 90s today. But our high temperature is just going to be in the low 90s, but still very, very hot. And with the humidity, it is going to feel quite tropical. We will remain dry, though. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. A few isolated showers, possibly a few storms can be expected overnight tonight and for tomorrow. But today, we are expecting sunshine throughout the day with high temperatures in the low 90s, high humidity, and just a slight breeze outside. And I will be talking a little bit more about this heat advisory coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks a lot, Hannah. Well, if you've opened your front door...
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We are tracking sunshine today, but it is going to be very hot and humid with high temperatures in the low 90s. Let's take a look now at the Mirabito Tower camera overlooking Oneonta. We are seeing sunshine to start this morning, but it already is very humid and warm outside with temperatures at this point right near 70. On the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar, we are tracking dry conditions across central New York. An isolated shower or two is possible tonight. Otherwise, we will remain dry today, but it is going to be hot and humid. Looking at the radar and satellite, we see we are only going to see a slight breeze coming out of the southwest. So make sure you limit your time outside today and stay hydrated. Because of this, the National Weather Service has put out a heat advisory. This is in effect from 11 a.m. this morning until 8 p.m. this evening due to heat index values being between 95 and 100 degrees. So that is what it is going to feel like outside outside today, especially for the Mohawk Valley. So this is in effect for Oneida County, Southern Herkimer County, and Madison County for today. According to our Skywatchers, we are already very humid and warm to start this morning. 68 degrees in Old Forge and Clinton, and 69 degrees in New Hartford and Westdale. Looking to the south, we have 64 degrees in Hartwick and 65 degrees in Edmiston this morning. Today, it is going to feel very hot. So this is 5:30 p.m. We are looking at feels like temperatures in the mid-90s for the Mohawk Valley, feeling like 95 degrees in Utica and Oneida, 92 degrees in Herkimer, and even 84 degrees in Inlet. It is going to be a hot one outside today, so just keep that in mind and be careful. Dew point values are going to be in the upper 60s to low 70s for today, so that lands in the tropical category today and tomorrow. We get a little bit of relief on Friday, but still feeling muggy, and same thing goes for Saturday. It is going to remain hot for the next couple of days and into the weekend. High temperatures today will reach the low 90s with feels like temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. We are looking at sunshine for today, and tonight a few isolated showers are possible, a passing thunderstorm as well, with overnight lows only in the lower 70s. Tomorrow a few rounds of thunderstorms are possible in the afternoon and evening. It is still going to be hot and very humid tomorrow with highs in the mid 80s, and heading into Friday, sunshine returns, but it is still going to be hot and muggy with high temperatures in the mid 80s. As for today, though, it is going to be the hottest day of the week. High temperatures in the low 90s with very high humidity and just a slight breeze. Tonight, we will only fall into the low 70s, and an isolated shower or storm is possible. We are looking at a round of thunderstorms possible tomorrow afternoon as a cold front moves through. That cold front doesn't really bring any relief. Temperatures will remain in the 80s over the weekend. Our next chance for some rain looks to be Sunday due to a cold front, and that breaks the heat for Monday. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks a lot, Hannah. Well, the battle is on.
Welcome back. It is going to feel very humid today and tomorrow. Dew point values are going to be in the upper 60s and low 70s. It is still going to feel muggy for Friday and Saturday, but not as humid. And we do get humid once again on Sunday. Then a cold front moves through on Sunday, breaking the humidity on Monday. So temperatures today are going to be in the low 90s. For the rest of the week and into the weekend, we will remain in the mid to upper 80s. And once again, that cold front moves through Sunday. That will break the heat for Monday. We will be back into the 70s. So walking the pets outside today, I would definitely recommend either going really early this morning or really late tonight. We are going to be in the low 90s for the high temperature today. That means the concrete and asphalt is going to be even hotter. It will be around 135 for asphalt, 120 degrees for concrete, and that is when paws can burn within 5 minutes. So just be careful of that today. Definitely walk the dog earlier this morning. I'll have a look at the commute forecast coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks, Hannah. Some good advice. Murray in for Gary this week. Meteorologist Hannah Evans is back and joins us now to help you plan your day. And heat advisory is the name of the game today. It's already sticky out there. And it's, only 6:30, but even when we were coming to work, it was really humid.
It was humid.
Soupy. Ugh.
Yes, I don't like it. I don't like the humidity.
No.
But it is going to be hot. Temperatures are going to reach the low 90s today, and it is going to feel even warmer. So definitely recommend limiting your time outside and drinking lots of water.
Absolutely. Good advice.
Yes, so let's take a look now at the map for today. We are under a heat advisory, Oneida County, Southern Herkimer County, and Madison County. This goes into effect at 11 a.m. this morning until 8 p.m. this evening. We are looking at heat index values between 95 and 100 degrees. So that is like the feels like temperatures outside. So definitely be careful if you live in an area of lower elevation or in these areas that are highlighted in orange. Today, our high temperature is going to reach the low 90s and once again feeling quite tropical with dew point values reaching near 70. We will be dry with sunshine. This is the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A few showers are possible tonight and tomorrow, but today it is going to be hot, sunny, and humid. We are expecting temperatures to reach the low 90s with feels like temperatures in the mid to upper 90s and just a slight breeze outside. I will be talking a little bit more about this heat advisory coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks a lot, Hannah. The grass is over.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are tracking hot and humid weather for today with high temperatures reaching the low 90s. Let's take a look now at the Mirabito Tower camera overlooking Oneonta. We are seeing sunshine to start this morning. It will remain partly cloudy throughout the day, but already this morning we are humid with temperatures right near 70. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are tracking dry conditions across central New York. It is looking to remain dry today. An isolated shower or two is possible tonight and into tomorrow morning. We are expecting sunshine today with that heat and that humidity, just a light breeze coming out of the southwest. So make sure you are limiting your time outside and staying hydrated. Because of this, the National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory. This goes into effect at 11 a.m. this morning and lasts until 8 p.m. this evening due to heat index values being between 95 and 100 degrees. Those are the feels like temperatures for this afternoon. And this is in effect for Oneida, Southern Herkimer, and Madison counties, so mainly areas of lower elevations. According to our Skywatchers this morning, we are already very humid and warm. 68 degrees in Old Forge and Clinton, and 69 degrees in New Hartford and Westdale. Looking to the south, we have 64 degrees in Hartwick and 65 degrees in Edmiston this morning. Later on, the heat index is going to be very high, so this is at 6 p.m., so that's even later on in the day. We are still looking at feels like temperatures at 95 degrees in Utica, feels like 93 in Herkimer and Oneida, and even 82 in Inlet. So it is going to feel very, very hot today due to dew point values being in the upper 60s and low 70s. Almost feeling quite tropical with those dew point values for today and tomorrow. A little bit of relief on Friday and Saturday, but still feeling humid and muggy outside. Our high temperature today is going to reach the low 90s. We will be seeing sunshine throughout the day, and tonight only dropping into the low 70s. An isolated shower or a storm is possible as we head into the overnight hours tonight into the early morning hours of tomorrow. A cold front will move through tomorrow afternoon, but that will not break the heat. We are just looking at a few isolated thunderstorms that are possible. Still very hot tomorrow. Highs are going to be in the mid-80s, and it will remain hot and humid on Friday. We are looking at high temperatures in the mid-80s with sunshine throughout the day on Friday. The heat lasts into the weekend and doesn't look to break until Monday. So for today, expect sunshine, just a slight breeze out of the southwest. Very, very humid with high temperatures in the low 90s. And tonight, our low temperature will only drop into the 70s. An isolated shower or storm is possible. A cold front moves through tomorrow, bringing some thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. That does not really give us any relief in terms of heat and humidity. It will remain hot over the weekend and into the beginning of next week, but then a cold front will move in on Sunday. That will break the heat and humidity for Monday. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks a lot, Hannah. New data
Welcome back. It is going to feel very hot and humid over the next few days. We don't break the heat until Monday, so I would definitely recommend having the air conditioning on high for the rest of the week and into this weekend. Temperatures will remain in the 90s today and still in the mid to upper 80s for the rest of the week and into the weekend. So the only good place to be today, I would say, in the water. We're looking at high temperatures in the low 90s, very hot and humid with dew point values near 70. But make sure you are wearing sunscreen and staying hydrated. We have a UV index of 7. It is going to feel very hot and humid today, so definitely recommend if you are going to be outside, be somewhere near water. And even looking ahead to the weekend, we will remain in the 80s. We will be in the mid to upper 80s on Saturday with sunshine, and on Sunday a cold front is looking to move through in the afternoon, so that should break the heat and the humidity for Monday. I'll have a look at the day planner coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks, Hannah. As inflation impacts the price of... It's 7 a.m. I'm Steve McMurray, and for Gary this week, meteorologist Hannah Evans joins us now to help you plan your day. She's back from vacation. Boy, it is hot and humid out.
Yes, it kind of feels like Florida. I was just in Florida. But this
so
morning...
you brought this back with you.
Yeah, I brought it with me. I'd rather have the heat than the snow, so I'm all good.
I get it. I get it.
But yes, already this morning, very humid, and it will get very hot today. So let's take a look. If you are heading out the door this morning, temperatures will already be in the low 70s. with humidity, and the humidity stays for the afternoon. Highs are going to be in the low 90s, so some of us are under a heat advisory today from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It is going to be a hot one with highs in the low 90s and just a slight breeze coming out of the southwest. Dew point values are going to be right near 70, so that is making it very humid. Tonight, we will only drop into the low 70s for the overnight low temperature. An isolated shower and or thunderstorm is possible early tomorrow morning. Back to you, Steve.
Hannah, thanks. If you've opened your front...
Here's a live look at the Cavie Tower camera. We are seeing hazy conditions this morning. It is going to be hazy, hot, and humid today with high temperatures in the low 90s. Even looking ahead to the weekend, the rest of the week and the weekend, it does remain hot with highs remaining in the 80s. Our relief when the heat and the humidity break doesn't look to be until Sunday. A cold front moves through, and then Monday our temperatures will be back into the 70s for the high temperature. So for today, highs are going to be in the low 90s, very hot and humid with dew point values near 70 and just a slight breeze out of the southwest. Even tonight, a low temperature in the low 70s. Warm and humid weather remains tonight with an isolated shower or thunderstorm possible because of how humid it is. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks, Hannah. The battle is on between...
Welcome back. It is going to be very hot and humid today. The National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory. So they are in the areas of the orange. So that includes Oneida County, Southern Herkimer County, and Madison County. This goes into effect at 11 a.m. until 8 p.m. We are looking at heat index values between 95 and 100 degrees. So once again, feeling very, very hot today. Our high temperature is going to be in the low 90s, but it is going to feel even warmer, especially in areas of lower elevations. We are also going to remain dry. This is the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. We'll be seeing sunshine today. So if you are going to be outside for longer periods of time, definitely stay hydrated and try to limit the time you are outside, especially for today. We are going to be seeing sunshine, very hot, highs in the low 90s, very humid with dew point values near 70 and just a light breeze outside. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks, Hannah. New developments in the trial of...
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are tracking hot and humid weather for today with high temperatures expecting to reach the low 90s. Let's take a look now at the Mirabito Tower camera overlooking Oneonta. We are seeing sunshine to start this morning. It already is very, very humid and warm outside with temperatures right near 70. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar, we are tracking dry conditions across central New York for today. An isolated shower or storm is possible tonight, but today we are going to be seeing sunshine, just a slight breeze coming out of the southwest, and a high dew point value, which is bringing in a lot of humidity for today. Because of this, National Weather Service has put a heat advisory in effect from 11 a.m. this morning until 8 p.m. for areas of lower elevation. That includes Oneida County, Southern Herkimer County, and Madison County. Heat index values are expecting to be between the mid to upper 90s, so definitely make sure you are hydrated today and avoid staying outside for longer periods of time. According to our Skywatchers, we are already very humid and warm to start. We have 69 degrees in New Hartford and 68 degrees in Clinton. Looking to the south, we have 69 degrees in Milford and 65 degrees in Evanston this morning. High temperatures today, once again, reaching the low 90s. Looking at the heat index, this is 5 p.m. Our heat index is going to be in the mid 90s for most of us, especially in the Mohawk Valley and in areas of lower elevation. Feeling like 95 degrees in Utica and Oneida, and even feeling like 85 degrees up in Inlet. So it is going to be a hot one outside today with high dew point values in the tropical category for today and tomorrow. We get a little bit of relief for Friday and Saturday, but still feeling a little bit muggy outside. And the heat looks to last through the weekend. Not as hot as today. Today is going to be the hottest day of the week with high temperatures reaching the low 90s, and we are going to be seeing sunshine. Tonight, our low temperature only falls into the 70s, and an isolated shower or a passing storm is possible. Tomorrow afternoon, a cold front moves through. That will bring some showers and storms, but not really breaking the heat and humidity that much, because we are still going to be pretty hot on Friday. We are going to be seeing sunshine, muggy conditions, and highs in the mid 80s. As for today, though, it is the hottest day of the week. High temperatures in the low 90s, but but it is going to feel like it is in the mid to upper 90s. Tonight, we will only drop into the low 70s. A passing shower or storm is possible. The heat remains over the weekend, as well as the humidity. A cold front moves through tomorrow, bringing some showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Another cold front moves through Sunday, and that is what breaks the heat and the humidity for the start of next week.
For Gary this week, we are in the unrelenting grip of extreme heat and humidity, as is much of the nation today. Stepping outdoors feels like you're stepping into a sauna, and we officially are under a heat advisory. We're going to go straight to meteorologist Hannah Evans in the Weather Center now. She has our forecast and important information relating to this heat advisory. Hannah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Steve. Yes, it is very hot and very humid today. We have dew point values in the tropical categories. The National Weather Service issued a heat advisory. Taking a look at the map now, Oneida County, southern Herkimer County, and Madison counties are under this heat advisory. This went into effect at 11 a.m. this morning, and it will last till 8 p.m. Our high temperatures today in the Mohawk Valley are going to be in the low 80s, but with the heat index, it is going to feel like 95 to 100 degrees today, so that is why the heat advisory was issued. As of right now at noon, we have 85 degrees measured at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome, already feeling like almost 90 degrees, and that dew point value is at 70 degrees, so very, very humid outside here this afternoon. So today will be hazy, hot, and humid. A few thunderstorms are possible tomorrow, but it still is going to remain pretty warm as we head into the weekend. The heat doesn't look to break until the beginning of next week. So today expect sunshine, high temperatures reaching the low 90s, and high humidity, and I will be talking a little bit more about this coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks a lot, Hannah. Again, the key is to stay hydrated and stay cool. And if you don't have a cool space to retreat to, some local communities will help. In Oneida County, cooling centers include public libraries and senior centers. You would just need to call for hours of operation. In Herkimer County, its libraries, the YMCA buildings in Little Falls and Mohawk, and the Village of Frankfort office building are being listed as cooling centers by New York State. In Otsego County, no cooling centers listed, but we would suggest perhaps local libraries or the Southside Mall in Oneonta if you need to take a break from the heat. Well, record-breaking heat waves continue.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. It is very hot and humid outside today, with high temperatures expecting to reach in the lower 90s. So let's take a look now at the Mirabito Tower camera overlooking Oneonta. We are seeing sunshine, but once again, very, very hot. As of right now, our temperatures are already in the mid to upper 80s with dew point values right near 70. But here's a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar, tracking dry conditions across central New York. It does look to remain dry for today. A few isolated showers and a few storms are possible tonight and into tomorrow, but today looks to remain dry. And we are also really getting little breeze from the heat and humidity today, and it is coming out of the southwest, so really no relief outside today. If you are outside, definitely recommend staying hydrated and limiting your time outside. According to our Skywatchers, we are already in the 80s here at noon, and our high temperature is expected to happen later on this afternoon. 85 degrees measured in Mohawk, 86 degrees in Cassville, and 88 degrees in Clinton. Once again, especially in the Mohawk Valley, our high temperatures look to reach the lower 90s, with heat index values are going to be in the mid to upper 90s. So the National Weather Service has put out this heat advisory. This is in effect for Oneida, southern Herkimer, and Madison counties from 11 a.m. this morning until 8 p.m. this evening. We're expecting heat index values to be between the mid to upper 90s. So very, very hot today and very humid. Dew point values are in the low 70s. So this is feeling tropical for today and tomorrow. That is making it feel a lot warmer than the actual temperature. We get a little bit of relief on Friday and Saturday, but still kind of remaining muggy outside. Not looking to get any relief until a cold front passes through Sunday into Monday. So definitely recommend having the air conditioning on from today through Sunday. Our next chance of cooler weather looks to be on Monday. That is when our temperatures will drop back into the 70s. On our Skycast this afternoon, we are looking at high temperatures to reach the lower 90s, but once again, it is going to feel a lot warmer with that dew point value being in the 70s. Tonight, our overnight low only falls into the low 70s. A few isolated showers, possibly a passing storm is possible early tomorrow morning, but still remaining pretty hot and humid tomorrow with highs in the mid to upper 80s again. A cold front passes through, bringing a few showers and storms, but that really doesn't break the heat and humidity for the rest of the week. It still is going to be hot on Friday. We are expecting sunshine and high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s and still feeling muggy outside. As for today, though, it is going to be the hottest day of the week. Very, very hot and humid. High temperatures in the low 90s with just a slight breeze from the southwest. Tonight, overnight lows only falling into the low 70s. Still warm and humid overnight, and the heat looks to remain through the weekend. So a few thunderstorms are possible tomorrow afternoon, but still remaining hot for Friday and Saturday. A cold front will move through Sunday. That will break the heat and humidity for the beginning of next week. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Hannah, thanks. And welcome back. If you spent even a minute outdoors today, you felt it. Oppressive heat and humidity, so potentially dangerous. The National Weather Service is warning us to take precautions. Let's head over straight to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Hannah Evans for the very latest on our forecast and that heat advisory. Hannah, good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon, Steve. We are already seeing temperatures in the upper 80s this afternoon, and it is very, very humid outside. So once again, the National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory. This is in effect for Oneida, Southern Herkimer, and Madison counties from 11 a.m. this morning until 8 p.m. this evening. They are expecting the heat index values, which is the feels like temperature, to be in the mid to upper 90s as we head into the later afternoon hours. So definitely stay hydrated today. We are already measuring 85 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome, feeling like near 90 already with that dew point value at 70 degrees. So very, very humid, very hot outside, and just a slight breeze out of the southeast. So not really getting any relief from any winds. So hazy, hot, and humid weather takes over for today. A few thunderstorms are possible tomorrow as a cold front moves through, but this cold front is not really going to break the heat and humidity that much. It is going to remain warm and humid heading into the weekend. The heat looks to break the beginning of next week. As for today, sunshine is expected, some calm winds. Highs are going to be in the low 90s with very high humidity, and I will be talking a little bit more about the heat and humidity coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks a lot, Hannah.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. It is very hot and humid this afternoon with high temperatures expecting to reach the low 90s. Let's take a look now at the Mirabito Tower camera overlooking Oneonta. We are also seeing mostly sunny skies and very high humidity, so it is very, very hot outside today. Make sure you are staying hydrated and limiting your time outside. Here's a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking dry conditions across central New York for today. Our next chance of rain doesn't look to be until tonight and tomorrow. Today we will remain dry, mostly sunny, and just a slight breeze coming out of the southeast. So really no relief from the heat and humidity of today. According to our Skywatchers, we are already in the mid-80s here at noon. 85 degrees in Mohawk, 86 degrees in Cassville, 88 degrees in Clinton. Once again, the high temperature today is looking to reach the low 90s with very high dew point values. They are looking to be in the 70s at this point, so it is feeling very humid outside. It is going to feel a lot warmer because of that dew point. Because of this, the National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory. This is in effect for areas of lower elevations, and in the Mohawk Valley, we have Oneida County, Southern Herkimer County, and Madison County. This went into effect at 11 a.m. and it lasts until 8 p.m. Heat index values are looking to be between 95 to 100. That is the feels like temperature outside for this afternoon. So once again, keep that in mind if you are heading outside. It is very hot and humid with dew point values in the 70s. It is going to remain humid for tomorrow, and it drops a little bit for Friday and Saturday, but still feeling pretty muggy outside. I would definitely recommend having the air conditioner on high over the next few days. It is also looking to be hot into the weekend. Our relief doesn't come until Monday, where our temperatures drop from the 80s to the upper 70s for the high high temperature on Monday. As for today, it is going to be the hottest day of the week. High temperatures are going to reach the low 90s with feels like temperatures in the mid to upper 90s for the Mohawk Valley. Tonight, we will only drop into the low 70s, so still feeling muggy and hot overnight with a passing shower and storm possible. But a cold front looks to move through tomorrow afternoon, bringing a few showers and thunderstorms, but still not really breaking the heat and humidity. We will remain into the 80s for the rest of the week and into the weekend. So Friday will be a pretty nice day, mostly sunny, but still hot and muggy with high temperatures in the upper 80s. As for today, though, we will be in the low 90s. Very hot and humid outside, so be careful if you are going to be outside for longer periods of time. Make sure you are staying hydrated. Tonight, our low temperature only falls into the 70s. Still warm and humid overnight. A cold front will move through tomorrow, bringing a few rounds of thunderstorms in the afternoon. That really won't break the heat and humidity because it remains warm for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Another cold front moves through on Sunday. That will break the heat and humidity for the start of next week.
Kristen Copeland.
I'm Jason Paulus. It's going to be another couple of hours before the heat advisory is lifted. We hope you all found somewhere cool to be today because it was hot out there.
That's right, and it continues to be very warm, very humid outside. Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis tells us the temperature we hit today.
92. That's the temperature at Griffiths. Heat index as high as 95 today. So hottest day so far this year. We're tracking a cold front tonight, but if you're looking for relief with that, I have some bad news. We're not going to get much relief at all here as we get into the next couple of days. South wind around 13 miles an hour. High temperatures across the area. Several places hit 90 degrees. Westmoreland, Herkimer 91, Sherburne 89, Lawrence 88, Woodgate's high 87. We'll have a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We're expecting dry weather to continue this evening. It's going to feel tropical tonight if you don't have air conditioning. It's going to be a rough night. Looking at temperatures only in the 70s for overnight lows. A couple of storms around late tonight as well as early tomorrow. We're not expecting severe weather, or at least there's a low risk of severe weather, and no relief anytime soon from the humidity. Toasty this evening, temperatures in the 80s. We are tracking some warm weather that's going to continue. Look at that forecast that's coming out. Kristen, back to you.
All right, well, we were fortunate yesterday.
Yeah.
Air conditioning was definitely a luxury today.
News Channel 2's Kirk Tupai gives us some cool air conditioning tips.
The crew at Fred F. Collison Sons is spending much of their time on hot rooftops as the demand for air conditioning maintenance and repair is up. Keeping up on changing filters and making sure your air conditioners are clean will prevent bigger issues down the road.
Preventative maintenance is probably your biggest friend. And we come in and just make sure everything's clean and operating properly. A lot of times we can pick up on if there's things that are about to break down or look like they're going to cause you an inconvenient breakdown or trouble down the road. We'll pick them out and point them out to you and take care of them before they become a problem.
TLS Heating and Air Conditioning has been busy with plenty of preventative maintenance calls, but they're finding technology is making their job a little easier.
Usually we're swamped. But with the new units they have today with the R410, and they're built so much better, and the breakdown on temperatures like this are slim to none.
Many people will use their old units until they break down, and that's okay. But Tom recommends an early start to keeping your air conditioning unit lasting longer.
But I tell people, don't wait until the last minute to get it checked. Get it checked just before summer hits, maybe around May. Go through it, get it checked, and chances are you won't have any problems.
That ounce of preventative maintenance can be the difference between keeping your cool or sweating it out.
It's human nature to wait a lot of times till it's extreme temperatures, but we're ready, and we have a really good staff to take care of our customers' needs.
Tonight at 6, we'll tell you what you can expect from your air conditioner and other ways to be cool. In Utica, I'm Kirk Tupai reporting for News Channel 2.
Work, hydrate, break.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A hot day across central New York, but we've had lots of sunshine, and if you don't mind the heat, it actually ends up being a beautiful day. Let's take a live look outside. Our Cabby Tower Cam is looking at some haze as we look towards the city of Utica. We're looking at dry conditions, and if you've been cooped up indoors trying to avoid the heat this afternoon, you will be able to get out and enjoy at least a more tolerable evening. It is going to be very warm, but it will be a little bit cooler, just taking the edge off of the heat here in a couple of hours as we get closer to sunset. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All is quiet across the region. A rough night if you don't have air conditioning. We're looking at the warmest night so far this year. Overnight lows only in the 70s, and it's going to be very humid too. So again, just kind of a rough night here. You're going to need the air conditioner, at the very least the fan. Current temperatures: Utica 95 degrees, Westmoreland 92, Whitesboro 92, Dolgeville, Little Falls 92 degrees. Across Southern Valleys 90 in Sherburne, 88 in Hamilton, 89 degrees in Skinevus. That's the air temperature, not factoring in the humidity. A good afternoon to skip the dog walk. Temperatures will remain in the 80s this evening. And another reason why, not only the heat, but also the pavement. The pavement's very hot today. Air temperatures near 90 means the pavement is likely between 120 to 135 degrees. So again, we really encourage you not to walk your pets during the afternoon hours. Maybe after about 7 to 8 o'clock this evening, as the sun angle gets lower, these numbers come down a lot. So later this evening would be better if you do have to get out and walk the dog. Radar and satellite image, we're looking at a cold front moving in from the west. Right now, the front is producing strong storms, but as this heads east, this arrives in our area tonight, and it loses a lot of steam by the time it gets here, and it is only expected to produce a few scattered showers and rumbles of thunder. Tonight, looking at overnight lows only in the 70s, a few scattered showers are possible well after midnight. There is the chance of a pop-up shower or storm tomorrow, but again, we're not in the favorable section for strong to severe weather here. It looks like that risk is going to be to our east. Still, a rumble of thunder is possible during the morning as well as afternoon time. Temperatures really don't cool off in the wake of this front. We're still in the 60s tomorrow night. And then as we head into Friday, sunshine, temperatures climb into the mid to upper 80s. We'll make a run towards 90 again as we head into Saturday. Very warm, humid tonight. A few scattered showers and storms late. A low of only 73. Looking at some scattered showers and storms tomorrow. Not going to rain all day. Temperatures in the mid-80s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Close to 90 again on Saturday, and then we see some relief. It's not until Sunday night that a strong cold front arrives, and we'll drop into the 70s. So a couple more days of this heat before things start to change.
Bill, thank you.
Well, despite the summer heat,
Bill Curtis has been calling it this melting
the
forecast.
melting forecast.
Yeah, this is new.
Appropriate.
You're going to like this one. If you're going out for ice cream this evening, you're going to want to eat it fast. Temperatures are in the low 90s, so yeah, scarf it down. It should be a great night for ice cream. Temperatures will remain in the 80s this evening. The humidity is hanging around. We are not getting relief. We do have a cold front that comes through tonight, but it's more like a wind shift rather than a cold front. Because the humidity is going to hang around. It won't be quite as hot tomorrow, but we're still talking about temperatures in the mid to upper 80s here over the next couple of days. Will likely hit 90 again on Saturday. Real relief doesn't arrive until early next week. A stronger cold front Sunday night will make the difference. So live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We're looking at dry weather this evening. Temperatures will remain in the 80s. A warm evening ahead. A warm night ahead as well. We're tracking a few scattered storms as we head into our Thursday. Look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Before it got too hot today, the Utica
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A hot day across central New York. We hit 92 degrees at Griffiths and Rome, and it's going to be a very warm evening ahead. Let's take a live look at Cooperstown, where we do have a light breeze, but again, when you're seeing temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s, the wind really doesn't make a difference. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is dry. It will stay dry and sunny this evening. Our next chance of rain doesn't arrive until late tonight. Air conditioner coming in handy, not only today, but for the rest of the week and into the weekend. There's very little relief ahead. We will see a cold front arrive tonight. It's only going to bring temperatures down a few degrees tomorrow, and then the heat starts to build back in as we head into Friday and Saturday. Good place to be on days like today out on the boat. Tomorrow's beach and boating forecast calls for some scattered storms. Temperatures will be in the mid-80s. There will be a wind from the west between 10 to 20 miles an hour, so some of those larger bodies of water will likely have a few white caps on them. Just something to keep in mind if you're going to be out on the water tomorrow afternoon. Sky watchers, lots of places checking in above 90 degrees. Barneveld 90, Mohawk 90, New Hartford 91, Clinton 93 degrees. Across Southern Valleys, we've got Paynes Hollow at 92, Richfield 91, Newport 92, and Harry and Otsego with 90. Whitesboro, Kirsten checking in with 92 degrees. And the hilltop locations are in the 80s. The radar and satellite image to the west, we have a cold front producing some thunderstorms as it marches in from the west. This front arrives overnight in a very unfavorable time for strong storms. Looking at our Stern Tracker 2 Skycast, we're looking at partly cloudy skies tonight. Very warm night. Overnight lows only in the 70s. Heading into tomorrow, that cold front arrives early in the day. The chance for severe weather is low. It's not zero, but it's a low. Talking about a few pop-up showers and storms in the afternoon. Temperatures climb into the mid-80s. The front heads to the east tomorrow night, but like mentioned, there's not going to be much relief in its wake. We're still in the 60s tomorrow night. Temperatures as we head into Friday climb into the mid to upper 80s with partly to mostly sunny skies. Tonight, very warm and humid. An overnight low in the low 70s. Again, a couple of scattered showers late. A few scattered storms tomorrow. Warm, humid, and breezy. Temperatures in the mid-80s. Stern Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Mostly sunny Friday, 87. Hot again on Saturday. Temperatures in the low 90s. Showers and storms Sunday bring relief. We're into the upper 70s as we look ahead to Monday and Tuesday. We'll be right back.
In Copeland, the heat and humidity have descended upon us, and that will remain the case for the next several hours.
And that heat advisory that we're currently under expires at 8 o'clock, but the above normal temperatures will remain until the early morning. And then you guessed it, a cold front, which could mean storms. But we're going to go straight to Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. He's tracking it all. Bill, how's this going to go down?
Well, we're not going to see much relief from this cold front. We may see a pop-up shower or storm late tonight and early tomorrow, but this hot weather is generally going to stick around as we head into the weekend. Current temperature is 92 degrees. It feels like 95. A south wind at 10 miles an hour, not really providing much relief. High temperatures across the area. Many places have hit 90 degrees. This is our third 90-degree day of the season at Griffis, and also the warmest day so far this year. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's been dry all day, and I think that's going to be the case for most of this evening as well as tonight. It's going to feel tropical tonight. If you don't have the air conditioner, it's going to be a rough night. Overnight lows only in the 70s. A few storms are around late tonight and tomorrow. The timing of this cold front is not favorable for severe weather, so this is not going to be the classic cold front severe weather situation we often see when temperatures get into the 90s. And again, the bottom line here is no relief, at least for the short term. Toasty this evening, temperatures in the 80s. We are tracking those warm temperatures, and we will let you know when things start to cool down, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. If you spend any time outside today, you know it's just simply hot. But there are ways to keep cool, and air conditioning isn't the only option.
News Channel 2's Kirk Tupai tells us about some cool ways to keep cool.
With temperatures reaching in the 90s, flipping on the AC in your car is a must. And if you have air conditioning in your home, you probably turn it on today. But scheduling maintenance prior to a heat wave is recommended.
Air conditioners, they're a machine and they'll wear out over time. So if you get 10, 15 years out of a residential unit, you're doing a good job.
And if your air conditioner breaks down,
it wouldn't be a good thing, especially we're on the second floor. So, we're heavily reliant on that air conditioner today.
calling a professional is your best option, but even you can change filters and make sure there's no debris building up around your air conditioning unit. That will help prevent a breakdown.
It happens, it'll stop cooling. Again, I have a customer this morning called up. It was working yesterday, and today it's not coming on. It's popping the circuit breaker, or the compressor goes bad and it's not cooling. There's a lot of different factors in it.
Air conditioning isn't the only option. You could cool off in a swimming pool or
try to stay in cool areas like under the tree, like drink water like ice water, something cool, keep you hydrated.
You'll also want to avoid going out during the hottest part of the day, minimize exercise, wear light clothing, and don't forget about your pets. You might want to at least consider getting a fan if you don't have air conditioning.
We use fans, you know.
That's it, a fan?
But we can't afford it. I mean, it's not like we can't afford it. You know, things are so hard, so, sir. Otherwise, I would like to have a AC, for real.
Even with air conditioning, sometimes you just got to get out of the house.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's already, I think it's already 80 degrees inside the house, and that's with 2 air conditioners running, so we're in for a tough one.
And while it's not for everyone, this electric skateboard may be one of the coolest ways to keep cool.
This helps a lot, going out on the skateboard, you know, get a little wind resistance and feels pretty nice.
If your air conditioning is broken or you just don't have air conditioning, you can always at least look cool standing next to a car like this. In Utica, I'm Kirk Tupai reporting for News Channel 2.
Great advice. You look good. File pouring hot asphalt under jobs you don't want to have today, under that unforgiving sun and that unrelenting humidity. But progress prevails. State DOT Route 8 bridge project at the Utica-New Hartford line is ongoing, and today is the day they had to pour 300-degree asphalt. But they adjust their work habits when Mother Nature fails to cooperate.
Guys, what they'll do is, you know, they make sure they're drinking, they're hydrating, and they're taking breaks. The trucks come periodically, so when they get a chance, they do take a break. Our folks go in and out, they either to their cars or we go back to the field office. We switch on and off just to make sure everybody's good, and we check on each other.
Picola says hotter temperatures are better than cold for pouring asphalt, but doesn't have to be this hot.
And while we look for ways to stay cool.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A hot day. Temperatures reached 90 degrees for the 3rd time this year. Let's take a live look outside. It's our KAVI Tower Cam. We have some haze. If you are looking to get out and you've been inside all day waiting for the 90s to go away, a couple more hours here. About 7 to 8 o'clock, temperatures will start to cool off pretty quickly here. And it does look to be a nice evening in central New York, at least a dry and sunny evening. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Going to bed tonight, this is going to be the warmest night so far this year by far. Temperatures only fall into the 70s, so great night to run the air conditioner if you have it. We are also going to be tracking a few scattered storms late tonight and into tomorrow. If you're going to be heading out to the beach or taking the boat out tomorrow, temperatures will be in the mid-80s, some scattered storms. Wanted to point out the wind picking up from the west between 10 to 20 miles an hour. So some of those larger bodies of water in our area could have some white caps. Just something to keep in mind if you're going to be out on the boat tomorrow afternoon. Barneville, 90 degrees. Schuyler, 89. Mohawk, 90. Looking at Forestport with 86, Micah New Hartford 91, Sequoia 87, Cassville 89, Whitesboro 92, and Paynes Hollow checking in with 92 degrees. We are tracking a cold front from the west, producing some storms. By the time this arrives locally, it'll be late tonight and early tomorrow. This is an unfavorable time for severe weather. And so when this front arrives overnight, we're expecting a shower, maybe a rumble of thunder late tonight and into early tomorrow. Again, the big story tonight, the very warm temperatures. We're still likely to be in the upper 70s by around midnight or so. And then, again, we'll drop down into the low 70s overnight. Tomorrow, a few scattered showers and a few thunderstorms are possible. But again, the severe weather risk looks to be east of our area. Temperatures will be in the 80s. Tomorrow night, we drop down into the 60s, so cooler, but still pretty warm for this, even for this time of the year. Temperatures heading into Friday climb into the mid-80s. Sunshine Friday, then the heat continues to build as we head into Saturday. Very warm and humid tonight with a few scattered showers and storms late, a low of 73. Scattered showers and storms tomorrow, temperatures in the mid-80s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast, 87 Friday, 91 on Saturday, so the heat is back. A stronger cold front arrives late Sunday, and this will bring temperatures into the 70s and some relief as we look ahead to Monday and Tuesday of next week. We'll be right back.
Warmest day of the year so far. The heat advisory over for today, but it's still warm. And we're going to deal with this humidity again tomorrow. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. He's tracking it all for us tonight. Bill, good evening.
for the third time this season. 92 degrees at Griffis in Rome. Certainly a hot day. The heat index made it into the mid-90s this afternoon. We are tracking pretty quiet weather on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A couple of sprinkles are out there, but other than that, it's a pretty quiet night. Big story, it's still really warm. The current temperature is 81 degrees. It feels like 84. It is going to be a very warm night here in central New York. Overnight lows only drop down into the mid-70s, so an air conditioner is a must tonight. And if you don't have that, certainly the fan. I don't really think the house is going to cool off very much either. Tomorrow, if you're taking the boat out, we have a few scattered storms around, but there will also be a wind from the west at around 10 to 20 miles an hour. So could be some choppy waves, especially on some of the larger bodies of water. Something to keep in mind if you are going to be heading out. Tonight, very warm. Overnight lows only in the low 70s. We're also tracking some storms late tonight and into early tomorrow, along with continued heat and humidity. A look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. One of the hottest jobs belonged to the state DOT today. They put in a full day on the Route 8 bridge over the arterial. And of course, on a day with a heat index of 95, they're working with 300-degree asphalt. Plenty of water on site, but some kind drivers also dropped off popsicles to the crews. They're constantly switching out to take a break from the unforgiving sun and equipment.
Usually, they're taking about maybe, 20 minutes to a half-hour break, making sure they're hydrating, Gatorade, water, and, cooling down, getting out of the sun. Then they come back.
DOT workers we spoke with today say hotter temperatures are better than cold for pouring asphalt, just not necessarily this hot. About a third of Americans are under heat alerts today with oppressive temperatures here at least through the weekend. Now, President Joe Biden just announced today new executive actions on climate change as extreme heat and wildfires rage here at home and across Europe. Mike Valerio has that new tonight.
It's an unprecedented global heat wave with dangerous warnings spreading nationwide.
Miserably hot. I thought I had at least a day in me. I don't know if I'll make it tonight.
Darlene Hudson has no power at home in Paris, Arkansas. She and more than 85% of Americans are now expecting highs above 90 in the week ahead. Staying inside, though, with no AC can be unbearable.
At nighttime, we can sleep in there until we can't breathe anymore, and then we have to go outside.
The southern plains are still the hardest hit, with nearly a dozen record highs in Texas and Oklahoma on Tuesday. There's the threat of wildfires, with some states battling multiple blazes.
Be careful with sparks. Be careful with any kind of fire if you're outside. Follow burn bans.
With the heat spreading to the northeast, President Biden is in Massachusetts, announcing new executive actions on climate change after Congress failed to act.
Climate change is literally an existential threat to our nation and to the world. In the coming days, my administration will announce the executive actions we have developed to combat this emergency. We need to act.
Across the Atlantic, this is in London, a fire fought with a garden hose, as London's fire brigade reported its busiest day since World War II. Unforgiving heat and infernos spreading across Europe, with fires attacked from the air in Italy, Greece, and France. I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
New tonight, some good news. Rome used a Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown. Hall of Famers and fans set to converge and welcome the class of 2022. Staff at the Baseball Hall of Fame, well, they plan all year for this one weekend, but it's definitely crunch time now, and they want everyone to know that attention has been paid to every detail, even those maybe people haven't thought of. They have plans for various weather scenarios and plans to keep everyone safe.
The state police have a massive presence here, and not only that, but the state police start planning for this event literally the day after the other one ends. So next Tuesday, they'll start talking about 2023, I guarantee it. It is incredibly well run, incredibly safe. When you think about it, with the police presence here, this is probably one of the safest places in the state of New York on Sunday.
And we will have live reports for you starting on Friday at noon, right on through the weekend. More than 50 Hall of Famers, by the way, expected in Cooperstown this weekend to honor the class of 2022. From the greats to those who are just getting started, the Utica Blue Sox taught the kids of Oneida County Youth Bureau all about America's pastime. About 100 kids took part in baseball clinic at Moraine Field in Utica. They worked on their pitching, catching, and batting. All of the drills that they did, complaining the heat, though, was not on the list.
So today, these kids are out here on a hot day. I haven't heard one complaint about the weather. I haven't heard a single complaint about, the heat, any of it. It's just been all about the experience of, being a part with the Blue Sox, players, coaches, and the organization.
More information on the Blue Sox Clinic coming up a little bit later on tonight at 11. Well, a little more than a month to go for the great New York State Fair.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. It's very warm outside tonight. Temperatures are still in the 80s. It feels like the mid-80s with the humidity. It's a live look at the Cavity Tower Cam where we're looking at the city of Utica. We are tracking some showers to the west, even some thunderstorms in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Pretty good thunderstorms west of Buffalo, but all indications are as this heads east, it's going to completely fall apart as it loses some energy. We do expect this cold front to bring us some scattered storms as we head into tomorrow, but the higher risk for severe weather looks to be east of our area, with the front redeveloping in the afternoon and producing some thunderstorms closer to the Albany area. We'll continue to keep an eye on that, but it looks like the timing is not favorable for severe weather. The air conditioner coming in handy today, for sure. We'll be needing it here for the next several days, where we don't get much of a break in the heat or humidity. The humidity goes down slightly between tomorrow and Friday, but it's back. So looking very humid heading into the weekend. Temperatures, again, starting out in the 70s tomorrow morning. We climb into the 80s in the afternoon. The heat index will make it feel closer to 90 in the afternoon time. So another very hot day across the region. And we're also tracking a breeze throughout the day tomorrow. That should help, at least make it feel a little bit better than today. And we're also tracking some scattered showers and even a few thunderstorms. And no relief from the heat and humidity, at least not for the next several days. Temperatures remain in the mid to upper 80s. We're back to 90 on Saturday. It's not until Monday where we will see a significant drop in the temperature. We'll get there. So you look at the radar and satellite image, again, a cold front, if you want to call it that, approaching from the west. Again, not really much of a weather maker here or much of a temperature drop either. During the day tomorrow, we could see a passing shower or rumble of thunder. Temperatures climb into the mid to upper 80s, so still a very warm day. Tomorrow night, mostly clear skies. The front heads to the east. We'll get a chance to clear out, drop down into the 60s. And Friday looks like a very warm day. Temperatures climb into the mid 80s with mostly sunny skies. Very warm and humid tonight. Overnight lows only in the low 70s. Could see a scattered storm late. Some scattered storms tomorrow. Temperatures climb into the mid 80s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Again, hot weather is going to linger around. Temperatures near 90 again Saturday. A stronger cold front arrives Sunday, producing widespread showers and storms in the afternoon. Temperatures in the mid 80s. Finally, some cooler weather. Temperatures in the upper 70s as we look ahead to Monday and Tuesday. We'll be right back.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Warmest day of the year so far. The heat advisory may be over, but it's still warm out there. We're going to deal with this humidity again tomorrow. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Tracking it all. It's going to be a muggy one to sleep tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, very uncomfortable sleeping weather. Overnight lows are only expected to be in the 70s. Our high today officially 93. That was the temperature at Griffiths in Rome, marking the hottest day of the year so far. The third time we've seen temperatures in the 90s. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking pretty quiet across the area. And of course, the big story continues to be the heat. It's 78 degrees at 11 o'clock at night. Definitely a very warm night. We also have high humidity that dew point still close to 70s. So sleeping wise, just a very uncomfortable night. This is an air conditioner worthy night for sure, with overnight lows only in the 70s. We will be tracking a couple of storms here as we head into tonight, and a few of these linger into tomorrow. If you're going to be taking the boat out tomorrow, we just wanted to point out there's going to be a wind from the west between 10 to 20 miles an hour, so it's going to be a warm day, but that wind could create some waves, especially on some of those larger bodies of water. Tonight, very warm, a low of 73. We're tracking a couple of storms tomorrow as a weak cold front moves in. We're going to look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. One of the hottest jobs belonged to the state DOT today. They put in a full day on the Route 8 bridge over the arterial. And of course, On a day with a heat index of 95, a high of 93, they're working with 300-degree asphalt. They have plenty of water on site. Well, some kind drivers dropped off popsicles to the crews. They're constantly switching out to take a break from the unforgiving sun and equipment.
Usually, they're taking about maybe, 20 minutes to a half-hour break, making sure they're hydrating, Gatorade, water, and, cooling down, getting out of the sun. Then they come back.
DOT workers we spoke with today say hotter temperatures are better than cold for pouring asphalt, but not necessarily this hot. About a third of Americans are under a heat alert today with oppressive temperatures, and although going into the weekend, things could get better towards next week. But President Joe Biden announcing today new executive actions on climate change as extreme heat and wildfires rage here at home and across Europe. Mike Valerio has that new tonight.
It's an unprecedented global heat wave with dangerous warnings spreading nationwide.
Miserably hot. I thought I had at least a day in me. I don't know if I'll make it tonight.
Darlene Hudson has no power at home in Paris, Arkansas. She and more than 85% of Americans are now expecting highs above 90 in the week ahead. Staying inside, though, with no AC can be unbearable.
At nighttime, we can sleep in there until we can't breathe anymore, and then we have to go outside.
The southern plains are still the hardest hit, with nearly a dozen record highs in Texas and Oklahoma on Tuesday. There's the threat of wildfires, with some states battling multiple blazes.
Be careful with sparks. Be careful with any kind of fire if you're outside. Follow burn bans.
With the heat spreading to the northeast, President Biden is in Massachusetts, announcing new executive actions on climate change after Congress failed to act.
Climate change is literally an existential threat to our nation and to the world. In the coming days, my administration will announce the executive actions we have developed to combat this emergency. We need to act.
Across the Atlantic, this is in London, a fire fought with a garden hose, as London's fire brigade reported its busiest day since World War II. Unforgiving heat and infernos spreading across Europe, with fires attacked from the air in Italy, Greece, and France. I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
New tonight, some good news to pass along. Rome police have located a missing the kids of the United County Youth Bureau, all about America's pastime today. About 100 kids took part in baseball clinic at Murnane Field in Utica before it got really warm. They worked on their pitching, catching, and batting. Of all the drills they did, complaining about the heat was not on the list.
So today, these kids are out here on a hot day. I haven't heard one complaint about the weather. I haven't heard a single complaint about, the heat, any of it. It's just been all about the experience of, being a part with the Blue Sox, players, coaches, and the organization.
Great way for the kids to get out and get active. A little more than a month.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Toasty outside tonight. Temperatures are in the upper 70s. It feels like the middle of the day temperature-wise. We're going to continue to see warm conditions overnight. A perfect night to run the air conditioner. As we take a live look over the city of Utica from our Cabby Tower Cam, things are looking quiet. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things continue to look quiet across our area. To the west we go, we can see thunderstorms developing. In fact, even some severe storms just north of Buffalo. This is heading in our direction, but from what we can tell and what we're anticipating is this line is expected to fall apart before it gets here. It will redevelop early tomorrow morning as some scattered showers and rumbles of thunder. The overall risk for severe weather ends up being low, and it's kind of strange because normally you get a cold front that rolls through, you get a round of severe weather, and it turns less humid. That's not happening with this one. This front is weak. It arrives around the morning time, so the severe weather risk ends up being east of our area. And then on top of that, it really doesn't cool down. In the wake of this front, it stays very humid, and that's going to continue as we head throughout the week. Temperatures will continue to warm up again as we head into the weekend. Again, the humidity remains very high here over the next several days. It's not until Sunday afternoon before we see a cold front strong enough to make a difference. Let's take you around the clock tomorrow. We start out in the 70s. We climb into the 80s throughout the day. and the feels like temperature will be approaching 90. In fact, could be even be higher than that, into the low 90s tomorrow. That's not warm enough for a heat advisory, according to the National Weather Service definition, but still, a very warm day across the area. There will be a breeze throughout the day from the west, and again, we're also tracking a couple of thunderstorms that will be possible, especially in the morning time. Here's a look at your temperature trend. Again, very warm days ahead in the upper 80s here over the next several days. We're going to continue to track that cold front as it approaches from the west. Again, as it moves through tonight, it fizzles out. Some showers and storms might end up redeveloping in the morning time. Temperatures climb into the mid to upper 80s in the afternoon. Heading into tomorrow night, the weather does cool down a little bit. We drop down into the 60s. And then Friday looks like a warm and sunny day, but temperatures climbing into the mid 80s. Warm, humid, a scattered storm possible late tonight, low of 73. Some scattered storms tomorrow, 85 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. 87 Friday, 91 Saturday. That cold front Sunday makes the difference here. Widespread storms and a drop in the temperature into the upper 70s Monday and Tuesday. We'll be right back.